Hello, Facebook world. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good, beautiful morning. I have to go on live because I have to sit outside today because it is absolutely gorgeous outside. If you are tuning in live, make sure you say good morning back to me. I'm a little nervous to do this live because I have lots to say. Listen, I think the biggest thing is if this doesn't apply to you or this doesn't interest you, it's really simple for you to scroll on right by. If you are tuning in this morning, this is going to be my episode number 1 of Real Talk with Colleen C. Something that I have been pondering now for quite some time. What are we going to talk about? Probably a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So if you jump on and catch some of it, or if I bore you or annoy you, like I said, shut me off, scroll right by, and continue on your day. My brain is in overload this morning. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Colleen C. I really focus on keeping things real in life, which is hence why most of the time you see me with puppy eyes, no makeup, hair sticking up all over the place, because that's not what matters in life. It's the inside that matters, and who you are as a person. So, I have been standing by this, and you can ask my mother. Since I was in school, she used to yell at me because she'd be like, Colleen, your outfit doesn't match, or are you really going to go to school looking like that? And be like, if they don't like me for who I am, then screw them. And I've stood by that for years, and I couldn't believe it anymore, which hence judging. I am a firm believer that you do not know what is going on in anybody else's life at any given moment, and that you have got to learn to stop judging people no matter what, unless you are living in their shoes. So anyway, good morning to you guys. I want to talk real talk, and I bounced back and forth between subject of what we were going to talk about, and I thought I would open it up to what do you guys want to talk about? Listen, I'm going to tell you right now that as much as I do get scared sometimes to jump on live, that somebody out there is going, oh my God, what is she doing this again? Just shut up, Colleen. The other thing I think about is there's one person out there that might need to hear what I have to say, and that one person is what matters to me. If you do not like me or anything I have to say, it's really simple. You scroll right by, because that's the thing about Facebook and social media and Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff out there. I am a social media lover, but I want to tell you why. Because I get rid of the negative. I choose not to look at the negative. I don't get angry with the negative. If it's something that I'm interested in, I watch it. If I watch it and it doesn't interest me, I shut it off and I move along. But you know what's great about social media is, do you know how many old classmates, old friends, old coworkers, old members from different gyms that I've worked at, how many people I get to connect with on a daily basis, how many people I get to see what's going on in their lives. Or maybe I'm having a bad day and I find, like, I just watched Rachel Hollis this morning. I just watched her live for the heck of it, just to see if it would give me a little pick-me-up. So guess what? You're right. I love Facebook, and I happen to love Facebook Live, and I'm not going to make no apology about it. I love interacting with people, and I love to help people, and I feel like social media, it can reach a bigger platform. My brain is in overload today. For those of you that don't know me, 5 years ago, I didn't want to hold my head up in the town at all. I went through a really rough stage, and I just gave my very first live motivational speech last Thursday night with a room full of great people who sat there and listened to my backstory. And for those of you that came, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. But with that being said, you still have bumps in the road, you guys, and I'm not having the greatest day myself, and that's okay, and I think that's why something was telling me to come online this morning and talk to you, and I actually don't care how long I talk, like I said. See, Christine, it's exactly, social media can help you guys. It truly can, if you choose to look at it the right way, which again goes to a lot of you that do follow me, which I appreciate, is changing your mindset. I'm going to tell you a personal story because I feel like if you know me personally, you can relate a little bit. For those of you that did not hear my motivational speech, I've struggled for years, and that's okay. A lot of people do. And if you heard, my Jeep finally broke down, and I have no car. Wah, me. Yeah, it's a little pity story. But big deal. Big deal. I'm allowed to have a pitiful me day if I want. I'm still smiling, and I'm still talking. But unfortunately, I've been working for the last 2 years to build my credit, and I'm so close to getting there. But I got a little bit of bad news, and I got a back shift. So in my mind, I was prepared for this potentially, bad news. I was like, oh, well, it's not meant to be. But guess what? My nose is wicked itchy. I'm sorry, you guys. Guess what? When I actually did get the bad news, it hit me a little bit harder than I expected. And the turnaround to that is that stupid anxiety that rears its ugly head every now and again has entered my brain. It makes you overthink things. It makes you question things. It makes you not want to do things. And you have to fight. You have to fight through it. But you know what? Oh, well, life's not fair. Things go wrong. There's so many other things worse in the world. You just got to plug through. So, anybody agree or have any, you don't let it, no, I got that, Christine, I got that. I'm out here to help people. I'm going to give part 2 of my motivational speech, down the road, and I'm hoping even more people join me in it because I have grown so much, I have learned so much, and I am still learning, still making mistakes in this life, and I can't say it enough that if you feel all alone or you're just having a bum day, reach out to me, reach out to somebody or just, if you want to lay in your bed, but only do it for a day, you guys. Do it for a day. I think sometimes I go on live when I actually need some support too. So, I just wanted to let you know where I stand, what I stand for, where I'm going in my journey in life. Hopefully, it will reach out to you guys. Hopefully, it will help somebody out there that from going from rock bottom to slowly building where I am today made me realize that there's so many people that feel alone out there, so many people that are struggling, and they don't want to admit it. And social media, for instance, if you scroll through my social media, it sure does sound like I'm this happy-go-lucky, positive person all the time. I'm not. I'm human just like you guys, 100% human, and I don't have good days here and there, and I don't feel like going to work sometimes. Most of the time I do love my job, though. Actually, all the time. So that one I can't say, but I don't want to get up in the morning at 4 o'clock sometimes when my alarm goes off, and that's okay. So what I'm going to start doing is I think I'm going to start doing at least weekly lives, and I might ask you guys for some advice on what you guys want to talk about. I think most of you that do follow me, again, if you're watching, make sure you drop that hello below. If it's your first time watching, just let me know where you're tuning in from. Interact with me. If you haven't figured out by now that I love communication and I love talking to people, but if you're watching and you're not interacting, I can't say hello back and say thank you for watching. If you catch the replay, hashtag replay in the comments. And if you do share this because you think it might help somebody else, just write share it in the comments. The share button's on the bottom left because I like to thank people personally. So listen, it's okay to struggle. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to break down every once in a while. I just need you to understand how important it is for you to get yourself back up, for you to think of the bigger picture, to learn how to change your mindset, no matter what you're struggling with in life. And it could be something that seems so minor to you, or you think it's minor, but for you, it's not minor at that particular moment. It's no secret that I have adult ADHD, but it's also, as you see me, I can't sit still. It's also no secret that I have suffered from depression before, not being able to get out of my own bed, and that anxiety comes along with it. The good news is it is about 85% out of my life, but that 10-15% comes back to haunt me every once in a while. And I just want everybody out there to understand, whether you're suffering or not, that somebody else might be. So just be a little bit kinder. Just be a little bit more aware of your interactions with people. If you're having a bad day, own it, and that's okay. But you know what happens when you smile at somebody else? Now look, I have this like stone face right now, and I watch some people's lives that are talking like this, and I have a hard time watching them personally, and I'm not judging. It sounds like a judging. I'm saying for me personally, because watch what happens when I go like this. Did you just watch? Did you see that? Like your face lights up. But guess what? If you walk by somebody else, whether you're at work, by their office, or you walk by somebody on the street, and you just do you know how that makes somebody else feel? So maybe if they're just walking with their head down and they happen to have eye contact with you and you do that 15 seconds could help make that person's day a little bit better. It really, really could. I want to get more honest. I want to get more real. I want to get more, I want to get more helpful for you guys out there. I've got lots to say, but I've also got lots of motivation, lots of positivity. My platform is simply this. It's simply to love. It's simply to be kind. It's simply to be there for other people. So, being honest, being open, being who I am, I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, you guys, and that's hard to swallow. Do you agree with me? I mean, as much as we can all say, oh, well, we're all going to have haters, we're all going to have people that don't like us, it's still hard to swallow. When you get bad news, like when I found out that I didn't get accepted to get that car that I was deep down really hoping for, did it make me sad? Absolutely. Does it make me a bad person? No. Do I know that I'm working my way up? Absolutely. So, today's episode is bouncing all over the place because that's where I felt I needed to go. And I wanted to sit outside, and I wanted to let you know that be who you are. Just be who you are. Own yourself. Own yourself, because the minute you start accepting you for you with your good qualities and your bad qualities, I'm telling you, watch the shift happen in your life. I am a firm believer in that loving yourself is where it all starts, and accepting yourself through the good and the bad, and making mistakes along your journey. I just made a big one the other day that is just going to haunt me and haunt me and haunt me. And maybe to somebody else it's not a big one, but to me it is. I'm not even ready to share it, to be honest with you, because I'm actually kind of ticked off at myself for it. But you know what? That's how I learn, and I'll never, ever do it again. So again, I hope this video helps you. I hope it makes you stop and think about not only your life, but other people's lives. I'm going to continue real talk conversations. Some you might be interested in. Wow, the mosquitoes are out right now. Some you might be interested in. Some are going to bore you to death, and some are going to annoy you to death. So pick and choose the ones you want. Pop on board when you need some extra oomph, motivation, inspiration, just a little kick in your pants. But basically know that when you're in your dark, deep place, the first thing you do is convince yourself you're a good person. Reach out to anybody that you need. If you need a friend that day, reach out to them or message me. I stand by that, and I've had so many people message me saying thank you, and I'm in a dark place, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So, as much as I could sit here and bounce back and forth from conversation to conversation, here's the biggest thing. If you're following and you've watched, drop a hello below. Hit the like button. It's as simple as that. If it's your first time watching, make sure you say hello and where you're tuning in from. Thank you for listening. I do usually try to keep my lives 7 minutes or less. I have no idea if I've over-talked this one or not, but I felt like my first episode, I wanted to explain a little bit deeper, and I was hoping that some people would pop on and at least catch a portion of it, because you know what? 5 years ago, I needed help, and I didn't reach out, and I almost made the most devastating choice of my life. And right now, I am in the best place I've ever been in my life, and now it's my turn to reach out to those of you that might need some kind of love, some kind of support, some kind of guidance. So, you guys enjoy this absolutely beautiful day. If you have a subject that you want to talk about, drop it below. My phone just rang. Drop your questions below. Tell me what you need from me. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want to talk about. And we will continue Real Talk with Colleen C. Episode 2 will not be as long, I don't think. So, we are in this journey together, you guys. Be kind. Don't judge. Love yourself. Be proud of who you are. Make mistakes during your journey. Learn from them. Try to always keep smiling through the good and the bad. You're going to have bumps in the roads. Always. And know that some bumps are higher and lower than others. But we will make it through. Together is better. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. Episode number 1 is in the books. Honest, real, human. As always, till next time, keeping it real, you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.